Hey everyone, good morning. It's Nicole. It's our Friday morning check-in, so we're gonna do, I don't know why I just said it like that, but okay. We are gonna do the week ahead collective reading, so I will just, I guess, get right into it. We're officially out of Mercury retrograde. We're out of the Lionsgate portal energy, so we're still in a little bit of the shadow with Mercury retrograde, but everything should be going back to normal. I know this week was a little bit intense for a lot of people energetically, so it should be starting to calm back down, settling. So let's do the collective reading for the week of August 18th, I think we're at, next week. August is almost over. Can't believe it happened already. I don't know what this energy is. Cards are not trying to pop out. There we go. It's a collective reading. One more. All right, let's see. So I am open for readings. I have appointments available. If you're interested, you can go on the website and go ahead and book, or you can DM me. We'll get you something set up. Doing a monthly subscription as well. You can start and stop anytime. And it allows you a 20-minute reading every month. You can just book it yourself and get a monthly check-in. So I only have a certain amount of openings for that. So if you're interested, I would definitely get enrolled before it gets waitlisted. All right, so we're doing the collective reading for next week. But I mean, really, it could be any time. All right, let's see what we have for the collective. The cards are being a little stubborn today, so I don't know. We'll see what kind of energy is coming through, but usually the cards will, or there's like hesitation maybe. Usually how the cards come out is like what goes on with the energy in the reading, so okay. All right, so let's see what we have for the collective. All right, so it's definitely feeling like money is coming through right now. So for whoever this is resonating with or for, I feel like money is definitely on your mind right now. I feel like for those of you that this is for, you're kind of like stepping into a different approach on how you either are managing your money, or you're trying to like change your approach on how you think about money. So it feels like, for some of you, it feels like this is something that you have been, it's almost like this is a lifelong thing that you've been dealing with the way that you perceive money, the way that you, like I think a lot of you used to have this mentality, and you might still have this mentality where you kind of have to like chase after that money. You got to work hard to make money. You know, if you don't work, you don't eat, that kind of vibe. And then just always like that, also like that easy come, easy go, like as soon as I get money, it leaves. And, you know, there's just like an energy of not having like an abundant mindset, I guess. Like you're and I feel like for a lot of you now, it feels like you kind of already know this information. You know that like you can manifest, you know it's energetic. You know like crazier things have happened with, you know, people making money, but it's like such a deep rooted thing in you to to like fully break out of that cycle of thinking. So you can't hear me? Hold on. Can you hear me now? Sorry, guys. Speaking of Mercury retrograde, apparently we are having some issues. So let's see. Okay. You can't. I'm going to move it, maybe. Can you hear me? Okay, perfect. Don't know what happened there. All right, so back to the reading. I'm sorry, guys. Not my fault. So it feels like a lot of you are having a hard time like switching your mindset fully and getting it out of that lack mentality. So it feels like that's something that a lot of you are trying to work on, is like really focusing on bringing in more abundance, more money, more stability. I feel like a lot of you are focusing on saving your money, and it might not necessarily be like just, you know, putting it in a savings account and whatever. It could be that you are, you know, like readjusting how your money goes out. So maybe like certain, you know, like you have, you know, certain subscriptions or certain, think like maybe you go and get a coffee every day. Maybe you're trying to not do that. Maybe you're cutting it back, or, you know, you're trying to make coffee at home, like little things like that. I feel like you're trying to kind of reorganize to make it so that you can, just like have a little bit extra to save and put in your pocket, or to save for a rainy day or something like that. For some of you, I feel like you're just doing it in general. And then others, I feel like you're saving for a specific purpose. For the ones that are doing it in general, I feel like you just want to stack your cash, because I feel like you almost feel like something is coming for you, or whether it's like you're wanting to take a vacation, or there's going to be like a life change or something like that. I feel like you're kind of like saving for a rainy day is what it feels like. So it definitely feels like very money heavy on a lot of people's minds right now. And a lot of it's like future, like thinking. You're trying to save for the future. You're trying to set yourself up for the future, even your mindset. So, I feel like a lot of you are having a lot of ideas on how to bring in more money. I feel like for some of you, there is a business. So for some of you, you might have your own business. You might be an entrepreneur. You might have a little side hustle. I feel like that your energy needs to be focused into that more, or like you need to set the intention. I feel like for some of you, you might feel capped because you haven't like fully allowed yourself to put your energy into this business. So it feels like it feels like you are putting your energy into the business, but you haven't like 100% fully committed with your heart. And I feel like it's almost like a fear of failure kind of a thing. It's a fear of success. And it almost feels like it's kind of like a, like you can't fully believe that you can do it, or you tell yourself that you don't want the responsibility to do it. You don't want to feel like you will, like it feels like you don't fully invest your time and energy into this business, or into this idea of having a business for yourself or whatever, because you talk yourself out of it, thinking, oh, I can't do it. I won't have enough customers. I won't have enough this. I can't, like it feels like you'll make up excuses and not fully commit to it 100% because you have like fear of failure or fear of success. And it also feels like for some of you, you don't feel like you deserve it as well. So it's just a little bit of self-sabotage, it feels like. And so it feels like Spirit's kind of guiding you to recognize and understand that you do deserve this, and that you are, like, this is something that is a part of you because it's like meant to be a part of you. It's, I feel like it's divinely guided. It's divinely protected as well. And I feel like as soon as you make that commitment, like in your heart to yourself, you know, to spirit or whatever, like that is when you're going to see the influx of this business. Like you'll start to see it taking off more. Also in combination with like changing that mindset of lack mentality where you feel like you need to chase to get what you're wanting. And I feel like this is going to be a switch for you. Once you really decide in your heart that you're ready to like put your intention into this business, I feel like that's when you're going to start to see things trickling in. Whether you need more clients or accounts or whatever, or sales, whatever it is that this is, I feel like it's going to start to trickle in, and that's going to kind of be like, oh, I didn't even do that much. Like I just said I was going to put the energy in, and now all of a sudden I'm like getting these people reaching out and like booking or buying or whatever it is, you know, that you're offering. And that is spirit, like, and the universe showing you, like, you know, keep putting the intention in and keep seeing what happens. Because I do feel like there is money and abundance coming in for you. I feel like it's just gonna happen when you decide to like fully accept it in your heart and in your being. I feel like you are going to be like provided for with the universe like backing you. So whatever it is that this new, and it feels like for some of you, this is something that you already have. It could already be a business that you have. It could already be like a little side hustle. For others of you, this is like an idea that you've had that you've just been like tossing around. You haven't really been putting into action because you think you can't, or you think it's not enough, or you think there's no stability. And you know, that's not the case at all. It feels like once you decide to do it, like it will be supported by the universe, and you will see it do what you need it to do. As long as you keep putting the effort in and the energy in and having that intention. So that feels good about the finance part. It just feels like, and it feels like you are in like, you're in like this kind of in-between phase where you're like not fully out of this, but, and you have like 1 foot in, 1 foot out of like how you're thinking and how you're acting. And I feel like, you know, you need to make changes. You've been making changes. You've been going through some healing work and whatnot. And now it's kind of like ready to put, you know, everything in motion, in action. So that's what I'm picking up on that. I also feel like for some of you, during like this process as well with the business and the money, asking for help and then accepting it. So, and both ways. So I feel like for some of you, needing to realize that it's okay to ask for help, whether that's asking the universe, your guides, whatever, or asking, you know, people for help, anything like that. Like, if you need a little help, maybe you don't know how to do a website or something, you know, and your niece does, or you know, you have a friend that does it. Like, it's okay to ask for help or information or guidance. You know, people do like to help each other, believe it or not. Some people. So it's okay to ask, and then obviously it's okay to receive help. So it doesn't mean that you're weak. It doesn't mean that you don't know what you're doing. You know, sometimes we need help, and it's okay. Also, it's like, you know, a lot of people like to help others and then not receive help back. It just is, you're, you know, not allowing other people to feel good by helping you. So there's that aspect as well. So just knowing that it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to receive help. Asking your guides for help as well. You know, you have to ask for them to continue to help you along through your path. We have free will choice, so they can't just, you know, do whatever they want. You know, if we don't ask, like, people don't know that we need help. So just keeping that in mind. I feel like also taking care of your physical body during this is important. For some of you, I feel like you have been having some maybe dietary issues. Maybe for some of you, you're switching up your diet. You're thinking that you, want to get healthier, you want to feel better, you need a change in your diet that way. For others of you, I feel like you are having maybe like some dietary issues where you might have some allergies to certain things, or nutritional deficiencies, something like that, and you're kind of having to change your diet to accommodate that, or to help fix it. So that just came through real quick. Others of you, I feel like there is travel coming up. I feel like for some, you already have a vacation planned, and I feel like some of you that have the vacation plan, that are in this money energy, that you're feeling like you want to save and everything, I feel like the vacation is almost like stressful. This feels like a very specific situation. I don't know who this is for, but it feels like someone or a group of you, maybe you planned a trip last year, or a while ago, and now the trip is coming up, but you are in this like savings, abundance mode where you're trying to bring in more, you're trying to find more stability in your financial situation. And so like it feels like the trip is stressing you out, because you're like, I'm trying to save money, I don't want to spend money, and now I already paid for this, so I'm going, but you're trying to figure out. I feel like, don't worry about it, it's all gonna work out. Like, go do your trip, go have fun. Like, obviously don't be crazy willy-nilly spending money, but like, go do the things that you want to do, and trust that money will come back to you. Especially I feel like for some of you, this trip is going to be important for you. There's going to be either someone that you talk to or run into, or you're just going to like maybe meditate and get some messages through that, where you feel, where you're going to feel guided to move further with this business. I feel like whatever this business idea is, or your side hustle, or the business that you already have in place, I feel like you're going to get an idea, or something's going to click for you on this vacation, if you have a vacation. And I mean, it could even just be like a staycation, whatever, but I feel like something is going to happen where something's going to click for you in either an idea to move forward with this business, or an addition to an offering, or something like that. There's going to be some type of clarification on that for you. So I feel like whatever this little vacation is, or trip, or travel is, it's going to be important. I feel like you're not even going to realize it until like after the fact, what is going on. For others of you, I feel like you are not traveling because you're trying to save money and whatever. I feel like you have to have balance. You can't just, stack all your nuts. You need to still continue to enjoy life and do things that are going to fulfill you and make you happy. So travel is definitely coming through strong, and it feels like it is important for a lot of you to, even, like I said, even if it's just like a staycation or something, if you just like take a weekend and, go to the beach or whatever. I don't know. That's kind of the energy I'm getting with that. I feel like you guys are still right on track. I feel like a lot of you are feeling like you're not on track, like you're behind or something got delayed. So just know that like you're exactly where you're meant to be, and everything is working out in divine timing. Just trust that, what you've been doing is right, and continue to do what you're doing. So then we have some other things coming through here. Let's see. So for some of you, I feel like you have been going through this period of time where you might have been feeling like kind of just like going through the motions, the same shit, different day, like Groundhog's Day kind of vibe. It just feels like you're like bored, you're unfulfilled, you're not really like, I don't know, it feels like you're not really even like socializing that much. It just feels like you're going to work, you're doing your chores, you're doing all your responsibilities. It feels like it's boring, it's not fun, it's not fulfilling. I feel like for some of you, there's been maybe an argument or someone, I don't know, I feel like you had to speak up or like set boundaries or something with someone that is probably, it could be work related or someone that's like close to you. I don't feel like it's necessarily someone that like lives in your household, but someone that's close to you that you've had to like speak up and kind of like speak your truth. And I feel like that could have happened already, and then that kind of put you into that mode of just like, I don't know, it upset you, so you just started going to work and, you know, taking care of the kids or doing, you know, whatever it is that you have to do, and it just feels like it kind of got you stuck in like a Groundhog's Day kind of like routine. But I feel like you are ready to start coming out of that. I feel like you need to kind of like say your piece maybe one more time, or you need to like continue to speak and set boundaries for yourself. And I feel like as you do that, you're going to feel more grounded. You're going to feel more stable. You're going to feel more solid. And I also feel like that's when you're going to start to step back into wanting a community around you again, you know, hanging out with your friends and family, people that are going to respect your boundaries and respect you and support you. So it looks like you are kind of trying to find a more like-minded group of people to be around. And that's where you're wanting to put your energy. I do feel like there is a masculine energy present here too. This could be the person that you needed to speak your truth to or set boundaries to. I feel like you kind of like had to say what you said, and you set boundaries, and you kind of like had to tell them about themselves a little bit, and now you've kind of pulled in, and I feel like they're like looking the other way. Like they're not engaging. I feel like you need to, again, just keep like setting your boundaries, and I feel like I gotta pull more cards on this. Okay. Okay, yeah, so for this feels like a very specific group of people. This is not going to resonate with everyone, but it feels like for some of you feels like there was maybe a relationship that you were involved in, and I feel like something happened. You learned something about them, or someone, I don't know, they told you something. It feels like there was kind of some type of information that came in that made everything kind of crumble and come down. It feels like you felt like alone and abandoned and betrayed. And I feel like now a lot of you are coming out of this energy, and you're kind of like coming into a more solid, grounded energy. So, and this is a weird reading. Okay, so it feels like this is splitting into two ways. So some of you are going through this period where everything is like, you got this info, now you feel abandoned, everything feels like it's crumbling down around you, and now you're trying to step into this grounded energy. Others of you, it feels like this has already happened, and now there is a masculine energy coming in for you. So this is very different. I'm reading for a bunch of people, so I guess it makes sense. So for the ones where you've already gone through the tower moment, you've already gone through like that healing part of whatever it is that was crumbling down, making you feel like lost and abandoned and alone. You've now come into, you've done like the healing process, you have really like rooted and grounded, and now this masculine energy is coming in. This masculine energy that's coming in after this is not the same person. Feels like it's someone that is coming in with a very gentle energy. They want to offer you peace. They want to offer you help. They want to offer you anything that's going to like make it easier for you. but in a gentle way. They're not pushy, they're not overbearing. It feels like a soft, gentle energy where they know to give you your space. They know how to respect your boundaries. They want to, they want to. And yeah, it feels like there could be some type of a like commitment coming in with this person as well. So that's for the people that have already gone through that. And then the others, I do feel like there is someone that kind of like prompted this tower situation where you maybe were in a relationship, you found something out, and then it's like the relationship had to come to an end, or you're still trying to work your way out of the relationship, and you're just in this place of feeling like lost and abandoned, and you're just trying to set your roots down and ground yourself, get back, into the swing of things. So that's what I have on that little, yeah. All right, so that is the messages that I'm getting for the collective reading. I will replay these readings, so if you missed any part of it, you can go ahead and watch the whole thing again. And then I also am offering one-on-one readings, so 30-minute readings, and you can go ahead and book online, or you can DM me, whatever. If you don't see a time that is good for you, just send a message and we'll try and get something set up for you. I'm also doing monthly readings where you can subscribe to monthlies. You can start and stop anytime, but you would just go on and book when you're ready for it each month, and we do a little quick energy check-in. So there's that. Where I don't know, we did I know a lot of people liked the Tuesday check-in where we did the elements by the elements. So just if there's any type of readings that you're interested in, I know some people were asking if we were doing yes or no questions. We could do that with the pendulum. So if that's something you guys are interested in, let me know. And we can sit here and do some yes-no pendulums. But yeah, that's what I have for you guys for next week. And I will be checking back in on Tuesday night. So if you're interested, look out for that. And I'll probably do the elements again on Tuesday night. Seems like people really like that. And it kind of breaks it down a little bit more specifically. So, yeah. And, all right. Well, have a good weekend, everyone. And I will see you all on Tuesday.